Hello everybody, my name is Tiwari. Welcome to day 12 of our 12-day yoga challenge. Thank you so much for being with me for these 12 days. I am so grateful that you've taken time to practice yoga in lots of different elements of the practice of yoga and also shared your experiences with me in the comments. I've loved reading through them and watching what revelations you've had and what's kind of come up for you. So in the final day of the challenge, we will be doing a pranayam. It's actually a mix of pranayam and asana, and it's called Agnisara. So it breaks into two words, Agni and Sara. So Agni means fire. And in Ayurveda, we know it is this digestive fire that helps our digestion, that we need to keep alight. And then the second word, Sara, is energy. So Agnisara is creating this energy of fire, and Agnisara is a great breathing technique and a way that we can really reinvigorate the prana, so get the life force energy to flow. And we can also really activate the lower chakras because this is really relating to the lower part of the body. If you haven't done it before, don't worry, I'm going to explain exactly what it is we're doing. So you're just going to come into a cross-legged position. You can do this standing up if you'd like to, but I'm going to do it sitting down. And let's just take a moment to close our eyes and just take some time to check in with ourselves, maybe taking a deep breath in through your nose and a breath out through the mouth like you're blowing a candle. And keep going like that. So just softening down, taking some time for yourself before we get started. Sitting up tall, elongation through the back of the spine, shoulders relaxed down, and see if you can just soften and relax your facial features. So no tension through the forehead, loosening out through the jaw. Where we often store a lot of tension, we tend to clench our teeth, so just let that all go. And you can stay here with your eyes closed, stay in this relaxed moment. I am just going to talk you through what we'll be doing. So for Agnisara, we're focusing on holding the breath, kumbhaka, retention of the breath. So we take a breath in, we take a breath out, we take one more like that. And then after we take the exhalation, we then hold the breath and we pump the stomach. And when I say we pump the stomach, imagine like my fist is the stomach. We're going with the tummy. So it's kind of similar to when you practice Kapalabhati, but instead of holding the breath, we are actually releasing. But it's that similar motion. So we did that earlier on in one of the days, I don't remember which one. So head back over and check that out later if you want to know what I'm talking about. So I'm just going to just do it for you now. I'm going to show you what it looks like. So again, sit still. Don't worry about joining in just yet. Just make sure that you know exactly what it is you're doing so you feel confident and reassured. So I'm going to take a few deep breaths in and out through my nose and mouth. And I can take the exhale through the nose if I'd prefer. So that's up to you. So you could do this. The next breath, I'm going to show you how I hold the breath and pump. Okay, so watch how I go. And then let go, take a deep breath in. Exhale. most of the movement was coming from the lower part of the body. I've just tilted down a little bit. I want to show you exactly what's happening. So when I retain the breath, okay, so I'm breathing in, I exhale. Whenever I'm ready, I relax. So what you've noticed is it's all in this lower part of the belly. When I'm doing that, I'm not also shaking my shoulders up. And again, I did that cue with Kapalabhati because it's so easy to then get the movement. You really want to focus it to this lower part and the middle part of the belly. So we're activating the lower chakras. So again, breathing in, breathing out, through the nose or through the mouth, holding the breath. Let me just do it again. And then let go whenever you're ready. So not only is it a great way to activate the lower chakras, so the Muladhara chakra, the root chakra, connecting us with stability and grounding and safety. Svadhisthana chakra connecting us, that's our sacral chakra, so sacral energy center, connecting us with sensuality and a feeling of creativity. And then you also have Manipura chakra, which is your solar plexus, and that's kind of middle, kind of in between the belly button and the heart, so the three lower ones. And that's Manipura is really relating to personal power and feeling, strong self-esteem and confident, which a lot of us lack for obvious reasons. We do. So connecting with these three chakras is one thing we're doing. Another thing we're doing is it's a really, really good core workout. So that's why I said it's a mix between pranayama and asana, because actually you're really working your abdominal muscles there and your core muscles. And then the third thing that I'd like to point out is digestion, the whole gut system, the whole digestive system, and any stagnant energy that you feel in this lower part, whether that's cramps, whether there's undigested food, there's ama building up, toxins. This is all cleared out through this motion. And, it's almost churning of the stomach. And this is one that my mum taught us when we were younger. This is one I remember fondly. So when you're ready, that was a long explanation, but it is important to make sure you feel confident and reassured with what it is we're actually doing. You know why we're doing it. There's no point in rushing into it and having no understanding of what the meaning is and the why. So if you had opened your eyes, come back to closing them, back into the posture. Hands can just rest on top of the thighs. And when you're ready, off you go. And you can pump for as many breaths as you want. So don't worry about keeping up to a certain number. But if you do want a number, the number 11 is a lucky Vedic number. So we can start with doing 11 pumps. So 2 or 3 deep breaths in before you come into the kumbhaka, the retention of the breath. You can take another round straight away if you like. Let's do one more round together. A few deep breaths to reset. Kumbhaka, coming into retaining the breath. So hold the breath on the exhale and pump. So after your 3 rounds, just come back to breathing in and out through your nose. You might already be feeling that in your abdominal muscles, really into the depth of the core, into the lower part of the body. It may have shifted something within those lower energy centers, the lower chakras. Muladhara, Swadhisthana and Manipura. Our root, our sacral and our solar plexus chakra. Take some time. It's quite powerful. Quite a powerful breathing technique, quite a powerful movement in the body. So you may feel invigorated, you may feel really enthusiastic. It might have given you a bit of energy. And if you do feel like that, it's because of the prana flow, that we are moving the prana around the body by doing that vigorous movement. Very, very different to your long, slow, deep diaphragmatic breaths to calm the system down. And that's why it's important, I think, in this series of 12 days, I want to show you how the breath can be used in so many different ways, how pranayama have so many different variations, different techniques to achieve different states within our body. And let's take a cleansing breath, deep breath in. Blowing out a candle, exhale through the mouth. And then blink the eyes open when you're ready. And come back to the room. Thank you so much for joining. I really hope you enjoyed that. As always, take some time to reflect, take some time to think about what you noticed within your body, within your mind, any changes. You might feel this one tomorrow in your abs because it really is a bit of a workout, but it's so much more than that. It can connect us to the consciousness within us. It makes us feel more connected to our spiritual side, cleanses out the gut, activates the chakras, moves around the prana. So there's so much more with doing Agnisara compared to doing a abdominal crunch, for example. So it's a lot more than a core exercise, but I think it's key to also mention that that is something that you're working out too. So as ever, if you did enjoy it, please make sure you give it a like, and I'd love you to share your experience in the comments so I can see what you felt and how it was for you. If you feel comfortable, please do share. And make sure you're subscribed so that you see all of the other videos that I'll be adding. Today was the last day of our 12-day challenge, and I just want to thank you again so much for sticking with me for these 12 days, for hopefully learning more about the practice. If you liked this challenge and you want me to do more, please tell me what kind of challenge you want me to do. And I will get planning for next year and I can do some more for you. So let me know how many days you'd want the challenge to be, anything in particular you'd want the challenge to focus on, and then I can create something that I know you will all want to see and want to watch and want to learn from. So again, thank you so much. And I will see you in my next class. Feel free to check out any of the other playlists that I have on various other topics: yoga philosophy, yoga for bloating, yoga for flexibility, yoga for all different kinds of things. So stay tuned for more videos, and I'll see you in my next class.